What's up, guys? I want to talk to you about coffee. This is a big topic, and this is the topic that gets most people when it comes to being healthy, is they don't want to take it out of their diet. And I'm here to tell you, you don't have to take it out of your diet. I really enjoy coffee. I've been drinking coffee for a while now, and it's not something I use just for energy. I use it because it's just an enjoyable part of my morning. I wake up in the morning and I get coffee, right? But the type of coffee is very important, and more importantly, if you have psoriasis, or autoimmune disease, should you be drinking coffee? And the answer is yes. I actually think it can be very beneficial. Now, I will tell you, in the research I did, didn't find anything specific on the studies with coffee and psoriasis. However, with autoimmune, with cancer, with heart disease, the things they have done studies on, coffee has shown to actually be very effective. The key is that you're not overdoing it, just like anything else, so you're not wearing down your adrenals. And the type of coffee is very important. So stay tuned. I'll share my favorite coffee at the end here. So coffee consumption. This is a study I pulled up, and there were so many of them. I just picked one that I thought was the biggest of them all. And this is the American Journal of Epidemiology. In 2014, coffee consumption is inversely associated with all-cause cardiovascular disease and mortality. And what they ultimately showed is that 3 to 4 cups, which I think is a lot, but this is what the study said, 3 to 4 cups of coffee a day actually helped decrease mortality rates rather than increasing mortality rates. So there's something to be said about that. And if you just research coffee and health in general, you're gonna find a lot of cool stuff out there. So I encourage you to do that. Now, how does that work? Well, coffee has a lot of antioxidant principles to it, and it's really good for helping the body detox, helping the liver flush things out. And so if you have a good working adrenals, now if you're in severe adrenal fatigue, I don't recommend drinking a lot of caffeine, but if your body is seemingly doing it at an okay place, if you have psoriasis, if you know you're in an autoimmune response, it actually can be very helpful for your liver to detox, which is a big reason why autoimmunity happens in the first place. All right, so my favorite coffee is something called Life Boost coffee. Okay, it's a red bag. The reason I like this coffee is because it's mold-free. This is very important when it comes to coffee, that they've cleaned it and it's not full of molds. Most of them are. Number one. Number two, it's organic. Okay, so coffee has actually one of the highest pesticide crops out there. So when you're drinking coffee, you're getting a lot of chemicals and pesticides in there as well. And then it's also, I do that whole bean, and so it's also less acidic in Life Boost as well. So that's the coffee I use, is Life Boost. We'll put a link to that below. I don't have any attachment to them. I wish I did, but I don't. Maybe someday I will. But Life Boost coffee, there's other ones. Organic is the best way to go first. Second is you want to have companies that have researched and looked into that. I know some of the stores have something called Kicking Horse, which I actually like as well, a little bit less expensive. But Life Boost so far is what I found to be the best. There is some other ones out there, but those are the ones that's one I think I found has been the best so far. Okay, so coffee, hey, keep it in your diet. If it's something that isn't draining you, if it's something that you just really enjoy in the morning. Now, decaf, I wouldn't recommend going decaf unless you have a really clean source as well, because the chemicals they use to take the caffeine out actually can be very toxic for you as well. When you're making your coffee, final tip on coffee, when you're making your coffee, don't use the Keurigs that are full of plastic. I wouldn't even recommend using an old school coffee maker. I would do a pour over or a French press in a glass jar, so you're not getting plastics back into your food as well. And when you use that filter for your pour over, make sure it's a non-bleached filter. Cool? All right, that's pretty simple. All right, hope you guys got a lot out of the coffee comments there. I know people ask this all the time. I just shot a video, by the way, on what I eat regularly, what I ate daily, actual meals that I ate to get rid of psoriasis. I didn't talk about coffee, but coffee was in there. So I hope you get a lot out of that. Make sure you like this channel, subscribe to this channel, and we'll continue to just bring you more information to help you become your own health expert.